Two more questions, less than 10 minutes. This one is directed to Dr. Kaiser. You use Dr. Bahnsen's presuppositionalism to defend the traditional text of Holy Scripture. I recall an interview published in Faith and Action in which Rushdoony recounts that later in life, Van Til embraced the views of his student Edward F. Hills on textual criticism. Can you shed any light on this? And if not, might you comment more broadly on the application of Van Tilian presuppositionalism to a particular view of the text of Scripture? Why, for example, have some, including Dr. Bahnsen, advocated for the critical text?
Right. Well, I would say, and there could be good disagreements among believers on this, and even presuppositionalists, but I would say that personally, that Bahnsen, I've read pretty extensively of Bahnsen. I don't know that he's written any paper defending an eclectic approach, but he did use it when we were there. But if he had applied his same principles that he wrote in his paper and in his lectures on the canon to textual criticism, I think it would have been an aha moment. Oh yeah, we cannot allow empiricism to dictate what the text is. And in my little booklet that's on the back table, I go through 11 presuppositions taken straight out of the Scripture, and if anybody, Roman Catholic or otherwise, believed those presuppositions, now you can say, I don't agree with those, the exegesis of those presuppositions, but if you did, then you would hold to the ecclesiastical text that was really preserved remarkable way all throughout the Mediterranean region. One of the presuppositions is that God will preserve in every age, and I've got about 20 scriptures in my booklet that show that he would preserve in every age every jot and tittle of the Scripture. And so you're going to be looking for some tradition that has continuity. The eclectic text is a theoretical text. It does not actually take any manuscript. The Nestle Allen text, I would challenge you to find any chapter of the New Testament where you could find even one manuscript that would agree with it word by word. So it doesn't appeal to any manuscript, any group of manuscripts, whereas the ecclesiastical text can point to manuscripts all over the Mediterranean that are word for word identical throughout the entire books of the New Testament, and yet they could not have been copied from each other because of the wide distribution that these texts have. How is that possible apart from this presupposition of God's providential preservation in every age? And if those scriptures are true, I think you have to see manuscripts in every age. And the second thing too is it warned about heretics who would pervert and destroy the scriptures. And so the oldest and the best manuscripts, according to Kurt Aland and all of these eclectic people, are Vaticanus, Sinaiticus, Alexandrinus. And why are they oldest? Probably because they were not used and they did not get worn out. And so when you look at manuscript traditions that are cohesive, and then you look at manuscripts that disagree with each other on almost every page, Vaticanus, Sinaiticus, and Alexandrinus, it's incredible, the disagreements. You either have to trust the wisdom of these people who are on these committees doing this, which I don't trust them because they were liberals who had very hostile views to the inerrancy of Scripture, or you recognize, because we cannot determine the text. That's putting some authorities over the text. We merely recognize what is out there that fits all of these 11 biblical presuppositions. So that's my personal take. I respect people who differ with me on that, but they're wrong.
Oh, well.